We work to identify pressing issues around the country. We could not be more proud of our association and partnership with Teach for America this month. We were very honored to have Wendy Kopp, the founder of Teach for America, join us this morning, and she is a Dallas native. And she talked about her dream of starting this organization over 20 years ago and how this was her college thesis. Look how it's all come to fruition, and look at what we've created together today. So Teach for America is making strides to end educational inequality in this country, and they ensure that children across America have access to high-quality education, just like you all do here today. I am very excited to announce that in addition to what we're doing for Teach for America, we can't come here without giving this school something. So JCPenney is very excited about making a $5,000 donation to Stockard Middle School's music program. And to join me in presenting this check, Sean, can I join you up here? I'll stand by you.
Hey, okay. Get off the stage.
You did. So now, without further ado, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to introduce the board member for Teach for America who has joined us today, who is none other than Grammy-winning artist, Mr. John Legend.
Good buddy.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? I want to thank Ms. Woodard, and I want to thank Principal Gomez, and I especially want to thank Teach for America. Now, we have the executive director here in the area here, but we also have teachers that work here at Stockard that are part of Teach for America. And for those of you who don't know what Teach for America does, it was founded by a woman named Wendy Kopp, who Mickey mentioned earlier. And her goal was to say, you know, the most important person that most kids deal with every day, aside from their parents and their family, is their teacher. And we want to make sure we get as many talented, motivated people into the teaching profession as we can. So we're going to provide an incentive for young people who graduate from some of our best schools in the country to go out and teach. Because we believe it's so important that every kid in this country gets a good education, that we want to give our kids as many great teachers as we can. And so that's what Teach for America's mission has been for 20 years now. And I'm proud to be a board member because I know how important education is, how important it is that you all have great teachers in front of you every day who are committed to advancing your education and making you a great young person who can go on to live a great productive life. And that's why I'm here today. Because I believe in the American dream. I believe in the idea that education can change your life, because it really changed mine. Now, I'm a musician and I've won Grammys and done all these things, but I don't feel like any of it would have been possible without great teachers in my life, without a great school that cared about me and developed me. And particularly for me, what was important to me was having arts and music in the school. Because it gave me the opportunity to express myself, just like these young ladies were doing up here on stage. Excuse me. I was in a talent show when I was in 8th grade. I was in the 8th grade choir. I was in show choir when I got to high school. And all these opportunities, for me, I was a pretty shy kid. And, I was a little bit younger than my classmates. And so for me, music and arts were a way to express myself and to feel part of the community of the school. And so that's why, in addition to all the contributions we're making to Teach for America, to make sure you get great teachers in all your classrooms, we wanted to make a special contribution to make sure that the kids here at Stockard are able to get a great arts education, because we believe it's such an important part of your learning. And so that's why we're here today. And I'm excited to be part of this. I'm excited that JCPenney has decided to devote all of their giving in September to you, really, to you and other kids like you across the country. And it's something I'm really proud to be a part of. So I understand we're going to take some questions today. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So do we have certain students who are going to ask me questions, or is it open? Okay, they're ready. So, talk to me.
Is anyone trying to be funny?
Yeah, my question for you is, if you were a teacher, what grade subject would you teach and why?
I'd probably teach high school because I don't have any kids yet, so I could probably relate to high school kids a little more than I can relate to younger kids right now. But maybe once I have kids, I'll probably relate to younger kids a little bit better. But if I were to teach, I'd probably teach high school. But I will tell you this, I met a lot of teachers, sat in on a lot of classrooms, and I don't take it lightly the work that teachers do, because teachers work hard every day. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of tenacity, a lot of talent, a lot of ability, a lot of patience, and that's why I respect teachers so much in the work that they do. And all the school visits I do, all the things I do, I know one of the most important jobs in America is that of being a great teacher. That of being a great teacher. So no matter what grade they teach, I have a lot of respect for what teachers do.
Hi, my name is Michaela, and my question for you is, what do you think it will take for our generation to end the cycle of poverty?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with what's happening here in our schools. I've seen the impact that quality schools can make on young people, because the story in this country has traditionally been, if you are born poor, no matter where you're from, you have the opportunity to succeed in America. But we know that that is true. If you work hard, if you do all the right things, you have the opportunity to succeed. But it's the job of our schools to give you the right tools so you can do that. And so a lot of it has to do with what's inside of you. You have to work hard, you have to study hard, your parents have to encourage you. All those things have to happen. But our schools have to do a great job also, because they have to give you the tools that you need to succeed in life. And so, to me, a lot of it has to do with what's happening in our schools. And so that's why I believe in organizations like Teach for America. That's why I support good schools all around the country, is because I know that that can help break the cycle of poverty.
Hi, my name is Mudesh. My question for you is, who is the most influential person for you? What advice would you give?
Okay. Well, a lot of people have influenced me musically. One of my first influences was my grandmother. She was the organist at my church when I was growing up, and she taught me how to play, and I really learned a lot under her. So she was one of my first influences in life, and I spent a lot of time around her before she passed away, and I wouldn't be the musician I am without her. But also, there are other musicians that have influenced me, like Stevie Wonder, and Marvin Gaye, and Nat King Cole. These are some of my favorite singers and songwriters, and they really influenced me. But also, musicians are the only people that have influenced me. There are other people that have chosen to give of themselves to make the world a better place. And Dr. Martin Luther King is one of the people I used to read about a lot when I was a kid. He was so important to me because he represented someone who stood up against injustice, who was a leader, who did so nonviolently in a way that made amazing, dramatic change happen in this country. Just 50 years ago, this country was divided by segregation, by rules that said certain people can drink from this water fountain, certain people can go to this school, certain people can't, certain people can vote, certain people can't. This was 50 years ago. A lot of your parents might be, or your grandparents or your aunts and uncles might be 50 or 60 years old. And so this was in their lifetimes that this was the case in America, in many places. And Dr. Martin Luther King was one of the people that led the fight against those injustices. And he was always a big inspiration to me. And so when I think about people that inspire me to be the best person I can be, I think about great artists and great musicians, but also think about people that were leaders and made big changes happen in the world.
Hi, my name is Dan. My question for you is, how can students help and get involved in the social campaign's effort on education in the U.S.?
How can students get involved?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's not a lot that you need to do right now. I think what I want you guys to focus on is being the best you can in school. But as you get older, we give fellowships out to young people to go out and do work in the community. We take donations, small and large, and all those things. But I think the best thing you all can do, don't worry about me and the Show Me campaign. What all you all can do is help each other in your community. So if you know how to do math really well and you know your friend is struggling, why don't you help your friend, tutor your friend? If you think you can contribute in any other way in your community to help somebody else out, you all are getting a good education here, maybe you can pass that on to somebody else. So, and that should be part of the way you think about the rest of your life. Because whenever you've been blessed, whenever you've been given something good, I think the best way to go forward in life is to pass that on to other people. And so that's what I've tried to do in my life, and that's what you should do. The more you learn, the more you grow, the more you achieve in life, take that, turn it around, and help somebody else. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you, if you go back to college now, what college would you go to? What was study now?
Well, I went to University of Pennsylvania, and I wouldn't change that. I enjoyed going to Penn. I made a lot of great friends there. I got a great education. If I would change anything, I got pretty good grades in college, but I think I could have gotten more out of the experience by engaging more with my professors, just really soaking up all that school had to offer. But I did have a great time. I loved it. Like I said, I made some great friends. And I think college is such an important part of your life. And this is something that all of you should aspire to want to do. Because not only do you learn a lot from some of the smartest people in the world, but you're surrounded by other smart people and you make friends that will last your lifetime. So I think college is a great thing, and I'm really happy that I did what I did. I majored in English, and I wouldn't change that either. I'm happy with what I did. Thank you for all your questions. I just want to tell you, it's an honor to be here today. It's an honor for us to support what Stockard is doing here. And my advice to you is just study hard, work hard, take advantage of every opportunity you have here. Listen to your teachers. They have a lot to offer you. And respect and appreciate what they do, because they have so much they can offer you, and you have so much you can learn from them. But it's only there if you reach out and grab it. You have to grab it. So do that, and I'll see you all, next time I'm in Dallas. All right?
One more time, students, let's show them Stockard's way. Students, I want to thank you for being such a great audience. Students, thank you for your questions. I know that we asked for questions to be submitted, and I think you came up with some great questions. Also, from our performers, I know you all were nervous on an awesome job.
I want to come up on the news too. Did you see him? He put it up here. He put it right here too.
We are going straight to lunch right now. Again, students, if
I would like this. What's up? I want like this. What's up? John, it's ugly ass. I'm gonna put this on YouTube.
If you have an elective class, if you have a mixed class, you will be going to class. If you have a core class, you will be on your same lunch schedule. If you have a core class, you're going directly to lunch right now. The way we will dismiss
I will a little bit.
Teachers, I need your assistance. We're going to be sending the center section out through those doors on closest to the windows. We're going to be sending this section on, my right. Your left, we'll be going out through those doors where you're at, Ms. Burleson. We'll start from the back forward. On this section,
let's try to go to the front and take the
Mr. Hall will be escorting these students in the front so the rest can make their way off.